Yeah, Sergeant, I got a real quick question. I wanted to kind of shine some very deserved light on a colleague of yours because the Officer of the Year was, of course, announced the other day. And when we were doing back, Bree and I were talking about this the other day. When the world was normal, we were very privileged to go out with you and your colleagues, and you introduced us to many of your fellow boys and girls in blue. And you can see where I'm going with this. And Officer Susie has been selected as look at the smile on the sergeant's face and everything like that. What does it mean to you as a longtime colleague of hers? We've worked with her many times. She is someone I know whose character is genuine, is impeccable, and she's told us, and she goes, I just want to make sure that my neighbors, our kids, anybody that calls Guam home can just say, I want you to walk down these streets and not have to look over your shoulder and not have to say, I wonder if I should put my wallet in the front pocket instead of the back. I don't want to have to worry if someone's like looking at me weird and everything like that. That's the character that we know of her. What can you say as someone who's done the training with her, served Guam in a noble way all these years and everything? And what does it mean to you to see her get that recognition?
Wow. Oh man, congratulations, Susie. Prior to COVID, when she first came to the shop, it was just her and I, the community affairs, and understanding what we needed to do in really bringing up community affairs and auxiliary division. We went out there and we just, immersed ourselves within the community. We've, met with officers, we met with respective village leaders, mayors. We heard the concerns of the community. We've, reached and we crossed that barrier, and we've actually connected with our Micronesian brothers and sisters. And within the last 4 years, the team in itself, we were able to accomplish things that were visions of the Guam Police Department some 20 some years ago. And we were able to see that come to fruition based on the work that the team at Community Affairs did. And, Susie is a team leader. She is my go-to gal, my flying Samoan. Her Samoan tenacity mixed with her Chamorro Bali Tres bloodline. I think it's a perfect combination, because, you got to find a connection to make things work. Just like you guys at the link, since day one, since you guys started tracking COVID to now, the link, the connection that you guys established is the same connection that, we've established as moving into a 2-man operation to trying to expand to a 6-man operation that, the vision of having a community-based officer within each respective jurisdiction from the north to the central to the south. And, these were the visions these are the visions that, Susie had imposed, and, her tenacity, her will, her work, and her faith, and her love for fellow man was really that element that was needed to move community affairs in a direction.
And that's a great word, Sarge, when you said tenacity, because I by no means did I mean to say that Officer Susie Santos is in any way, soft or a pushover when she's a cop. I mean, she really cares about the community, as I really tried to emphasize. But we also know that as a sworn officer of the law, you do not want to be a bad guy when Officer Susie Santos is on the case, because if you are someone who is going against the laws of Guam, she takes no crap from anybody. She is as hard as they come. She's a very good officer.
She's great, but again, the work, and I told the team, and I want to thank Lieutenant Kevin Guerrero, who was our commander, for allowing us and really allowing us to take the reins and really moving forward. But her work, her achievements, and her accomplishments with her receiving the Police Officer of the Year is really indicative of all the work that was attributed from the entire team. And she's an instrument, just like everybody that played a factor in bringing our initiatives forward. I mean, the bond and the community commitment that we have now with our Micronesian brothers and sisters, we will go out to Hemlanis, and Susie was always in the front line, setting up the basketball court, setting up the volleyball court, and the net, playing with the kids. I mean, you got to see her with the community, and it's just taking that back, and it's, it really built that bridge and connected that bridge within what was missing within the Guam Police Department. And she's a real testament of a true community-oriented police officer. And that's a prime example of, just her work and her passion and her dedication. And, she's guided by faith. And I really applaud that because, that allowed her to reason more in understanding what needed to be done. And, again, congratulations, Sole.
Well, I know Sabrina and I and everybody here at KUM, we extend our heartfelt congratulations. And because Bree and I have interviewed her so many times over the years, if she's watching this live or if you guys send it to her and just be like, hey, officer, here's what they said about you. She's be, hey, Jason, stop talking about me, man. I just want to do my job. She's very, very humble, but she's a total sweetheart. And again, absolutely deserving of this. And certainly her recognition, her win is also a win for your department, your team, and your cadre. So congratulations to you, Sarge.
Definitely a big W. I just want to, sorry guys, I just want to jump on here. So I just want to jump on here and, say again, congratulations to Officer Susie. And I just want to say a big thank you to the Guam Police Department for all that you do, especially when it comes down to the FAS community here on Guam. Paul, we've had long talks about this, either in the studio when you're walking out at an interview or, on our long Zooms, our interviews on the One Micronesia podcast. The work that you guys do is just amazing. And I think that's where we needed to make the connection first. If we needed to make a change, it had to start. And you guys made this, the first step in, stepping out there into the community saying, hey, we're the Guam Police Department. We're about the law. We're about, protecting the community and enforcing the law. But at the same time, we're humans too. And we can come down to a level where we can understand each other. So you guys stepped out and really did that. And we see that today, you talk about, rolling into Himalanis. 5 years ago, a police car rolls into Himalanis. Everybody's in their homes locking the doors like, oh, shoot, what did we do wrong? And nowadays, when a police car or you guys roll into Himalanis, the kids are like, oh, is there a game today? We missed. Did we not get it? Was there a basketball game today? Was there, something with Menyelu and the GPD? So seeing something like this is just beautiful. It turned into something that we needed, especially during this time. So again, to you and the Guam Police Department, thank you guys so much for all that you do.
Viva GPD!
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Paul.
Thanks, guys.
And again, congratulations.
Thank you again to the hardworking men and women on behalf of Chief Stephen Ignacio. It's not a dry eye right now that I'm feeling, but everybody deserves to be police officer of the year. What we're going through, but it's trying times. We thank the community for trusting in us, believing in the Guam Police Department. Again, the hardworking men and women, uniform men, and both our civilian employees. We want to wish you guys, on behalf of Chief Stephen Ignacio, our managers, our commanders, stay safe, God bless, and let's move forward to 2021. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, on the last day of the year, we made the big guy cry.
Yeah! Got him!
Take care, Paul. See you next
God
year.
bless you guys. Take care.
Cheers, brother.
See you guys next year.
And we are going to stay in the Zoom room and